What's up, everybody? Nostalgia Goggles 4-3 here. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We got a lot to do, so we're just going to head right for it. Portland. Don't want to see them anymore unless they make it to the finals. Today is big day here in the 1996 NBA season. It is trade deadline day. We've got a few moves to make. We'll do everybody else first, and we'll do our team. First, got probably the blockbuster deal. The Heat acquired Tim Hardaway. So they send over who? Kevin Willis and Bimbo Coles. Golden State for Tim Hardaway. Then Kevin Willis for Chris Gatling. All right, that was easy. Next, the Sacramento Kings, also the Miami Heat, sending Kevin Gamble and Billy Owens. So Gamble goes to the Kings. Woo woo, what's up, Dortmunder? Late night for you tonight. For Tyrone Corbin. And then Billy Owen. Staying up past your bedtime for Muggsy debut. Well, thank you. It's always a pleasure to have you here. Walt Williams. And the Timberwolves next. Wrong way. So they're sending Christian Laettner to the Hawks. And Lang. And Sean Rooks for Spud Webb. Let's do this. What's up, Spitz the Greatest? And then one more Miami Heat related deal. It's like Terrence Rencher. Is he even in the game? He is not. Who did they get? Tony Smith. Who is in the game, so we should probably do that. Miami. Sure, why not? Then the Grizzlies. Kenny Gaddison. They did draft Gaddison. To the Magic. For Jeff Turner. Do we have a Jeff Turner? We don't. That's fine. You know what? He can stay on Vancouver. We're going ahistorical with the draft anyway. So, on to your Toronto Raptors. So first off, we'll be saying goodbye, Lionel Simmons. Thank you for your service. You missed Tony. Get out of here. You get right out of here with that. You do not. Next, Philadelphia trade, Tony Massenberg. Don't worry, you'll see him again. We're playing the Sixers twice. Tony Massenberg for Sharon Wright. And then Trevor Ruffin, also heading to Philly for whoever their 12th man is. M. Brown, who will then send to New York in lieu of a draft pick for Hubert Davis. Goodbye, sweet prince. May the rim always stuff you with your incompetent shooting skills. Well, that's especially true now that he is on a different team. Who else we got? AC Earl. Heading to Milwaukee to play with Benoit Benjamin. Exchange for 3-point specialist Sean Rustberg. Who else we got here? We got both Davises. Davy. And Rustberg. Right. That's right. Jimmy King heads to Dallas for Popeye Jones. And last but not least, the trade you've all been waiting for. Carlos Rogers heading to the Charlotte Hornets for the one, the only, Bugsy Bogues. They say, watch us lose, not by a little, get destroyed because we wrecked the team's chemistry. All right, there you go. Whole new team. We actually do have two people sharing a number now, which did not happen before somehow. Pinckney and Jones have to duke it out for number 54. But everybody on our team is over 70 in field goal rating now. Oh, that's not true. Pinckney's not. There we go. You're brand new. You're half new. Toronto Raptors. We'll set our lineups last. Got to do a little bit more housekeeping here. We'll just look at the teams that we made trades on to make sure that we didn't break them. That wouldn't be very sporting of us, now would it? All right, Leitner starting makes sense. And who else do we send them? Rooks not starting makes sense. Okay, we can work with that. I don't think Boston had anybody. No, I actually think that they probably should start Carlos Rogers instead of Parrish. That's an ahistorical trade. Another topic entirely, you have further evidence that you're not young anymore. Do tell. Maverick should not start Jimmy King at power forward. That is not a good idea. Who else do they have? Terry Davis. All right. Golden State. So they should start BJ Armstrong. Maybe Kevin Willis? No, we'll leave that as is. Dortmunder wants to know what it means to be old. Bake some chocolate chip cookies the last couple of days, and you've been eating them like going out of style, and you feel like garbage. Yeah, I can see how that would happen. And the Heat lineup's probably three kinds of messed up, but wow, Chris Gatling had a 90 rating for field goals. No wonder his percentage is so high. There's nothing egregiously wrong with this lineup, I don't think. Yeah, that's fine. We can work with that. They got AC Earl, so yeah, nothing changes there. Minnesota. They start Weber, Porter. Probably Porter. They didn't use start. I'm sorry to hear that they have begun hurting you. We're gonna move this brown guy way down. Switch him with Herb Williams. And let's see, Philly. Philly should start Tony Massenberg, I think. That's only fair. And we're gonna let Ruffin start. We'll Thompson up at least a little bit. Let's see. I think that's almost everybody. Billy Owens starting for Sacramento. Yeah, that makes sense because it should have been Lionel Simmons. We took him, rather. And there we go. So now tonight's starting lineup. Start Damon Stoudemire. Got to start most of the old guard. They're familiar with the offense. We definitely do not want to start Muggsy Bogues at center. That seems like a poor choice. Hubert Davis. Dale Ellis. Ed Pinckney. Undisputed fan favorite power forward at this point, I believe. Oliver Miller. Muggsy Bogues spirit is 7-4, that's for sure. Got some pointers from Manute Bol his first season in Washington. All right, Davis, Ellis, Pinckney, Miller. There we go. Your new look Toronto Raptors. Tonight, as usual, any 10% of any proceeds go to the Raptor Foundation of the Southwest. They're doing great things in the ocular research space. Support them. Check them out. Been 10 minutes already, so let's just get into the game. It's past Dortmunder's bedtime. Hey, we got a star. Nice. Are we too good now? I mean, we got number 44, Hubert Davis. So for continuity's sake, I was thinking to remain player locked on small forward instead of shooting guard, because that's where Ellis and Murray will reside at this point. Pinckney probably can't believe he survived the purchase. Yeah, he was a guy who was actually traded at the real-life trade deadline by the Raptors to Philadelphia. He went in the Thrawn Wright trade. So he's probably feeling like the timeline's trying to correct itself or something, which we've certainly seen before. As Dortmunder, as you may have noticed, we did lose another time. That's right. Ready to go. You never notice that the ball starts the game floating in the air. Yeah, these refs are very thin. They don't show up on camera very well. They blend right in with the stripes on the floor. Very tall as well. Oh dear. All right, it's all right. You know, we got a new player on the court. It's gonna take a little bit of time to get the chemistry there. There we go. Oh, that's all right, Miller. Hey, there it is. Hubert Davis. Brand new player. Yes. Miller. That is the same man who scored 107 points in last night's game. It's all right. It's all right. Playing good defense. Did we just push him back over the three-point line? Is that what happened there? There we go. On the board. Dale Ellis. Miller with the fast hands. Just can't pick it up. Stoudemire with a nice give and go. Nice. Davis with another steal. So I'm not just launching those for no reason. Hubert Davis is another highly rated three-point shooter. Probably partially responsible for us picking up that star in shooting. Pinckney, yes! Ed Pinckney throwing it down, giving us our first lead of the evening. That bucket purchased for us by Spitz the Greatest. Patron at a buyer bucket tier. Thank you for purchasing that. It's the high point of his night. But what a point. High 2 points of his night. There we go. Last few games, almost had to rename the channel Nostalgia Goggles for 2. Get the feeling that'll change tonight. There you go, Miller. Take that all the way in. Or take it part of the way in. Whatever. It's your world, man. This is just a victory lap for him. Oh, Stockton. Hall of Fame moves right there. Every time he scores, you can hear his sprite saying, "I did it, coach, I did good." Miller time. Real nice. Legit posterization. That's right, the new Oliver Miller poster for sale in the Rogers Center. I'll get that. Davis. Can you imagine how good you would feel getting traded to a team with only 2 losses? Yes. Well, I think so. I'm not even quite certain that I'm imagining how good it would feel to play in the NBA, period. Oh, bad pass. Bad me. About time for a lineup change anyway. Can you imagine how good it would feel to not eat a dozen cookies in 24 hours? Because that's what you want to feel. I can imagine that very well because I have not. Actually, I've eaten 2 cookies in the last 24 hours, and I feel great. As that was a +3 lineup. Next, making his Toronto Raptors debut 5 seasons too early, Muggsy Bogues. Sean Respert, Tracy Murray, who else? Popeye Jones, a lot of new faces, and Sharon Wright. Very exciting. Money. That percentage is pretty pitiful, but better than last night's. 3-point percentage anyway. Our 2-point percentage was amazing yesterday. Get that out of there. Nice stuff by whoever our new number 24 is. Should have written that down because I can figure it out by process of elimination. I think number 4 is right. 24 is Jimmy King's old number. King, who left our team in 2nd place for the season in plus minus. But that must be Sean Respert. Yeah, he's guarding Hornacek. That's got to be Respert. Talking about playing in the NBA and feeling good and whatnot. Oh, Pinckney, no. No, what? No. Well, that was an extra possession anyway. All right, Respert. Another outside shooter. Nice. We almost drafted Sean Respert, actually, instead of Stoudemire, because his three-point rating was so high in the game. But then when I looked into it, I saw that he was traded for AC Earl in the offseason. So I thought, well, let's just do that a little early. And then I can have Stoudemire and Respert. So that is what I've done. Give the game credit. That little behind-the-back pass animation the player does when he's going out of bounds is a great detail. Mailman delivers. Last time we played the Jazz, Malone was almost a complete non-factor. I think he might already have more points tonight. He did. Tracy Murray looking a little like MJ there. Tenacious defense by Muggsy Bogues. Muggsy. Oh, blocked shot. That happens. So I never tell you guys a story of when and how I gave up on my own basketball dreams. Nice pink knee. I mean, you could argue I'm living the basketball dream right now, but when I was younger, stop me if you've heard this one before. I wanted to play in the NBA despite being not particularly tall and ultimately not particularly athletic, but you know, when you're a kid, you don't let those sorts of things stop you. So I remember actually reading, Muggsy Bogues wrote a book, or at least, you know, had a book ghostwritten by him, an autobiography, and I actually got it out and read it for the sole purpose. There you go, Muggsy. Drawing the foul. Nice look. I got up for the sole purpose of trying to figure out how you succeed in the league at that height. Which, as I was telling the story to someone else recently, they pointed out that, you know, I probably should have been playing more basketball instead of reading books. Anyway, I worked hard at it, and I wanted to make it into the league. Then when I was a freshman in high school, I went to a camp at the local Division III college, and one of the reason I went to the camp, a big part of the reason was that their coach, part of the cost of it, their coach they'd videotape everybody shooting, and their coach would give you a private session to critique your shot. I thought perfect, because that's actually where I struggled. I was a half decent defender, but I just could not put the ball in the basket. And so then I, you know, did the shooting drills, went to talk to the guy, reviewed the tape, turns to me and says, honestly, I don't know. I don't really have any advice for you. Your form is pretty much perfect. And so I was thinking, all right, so what you're saying is I'm not doing anything wrong and I'm still terrible. So that was when I realized that perhaps basketball was not a good career choice for me. And yet here I am, professional basketball player at age 34. There you go, Antonio Davis. It's the last new player who hasn't gotten on the court yet. He's a guy who was an all-star for the Raptors around the time they made their first playoff berth. Had some solid seasons there. Came a little bit early to the team. That's terrible. Well, I mean, you know, it's realistic. I understand now the odds of something like that working out are pretty low, even if you are the correct height. I most certainly am not. There have been like 12 players in my lifetime who are under 6 feet tall in the league. Something like that. Nice. Put that up, Murdoch. Get that rebound, Ellis. Perhaps I should not let Murdoch take those shots. Nice. Man of Steel. There you go. Take it in. Shoot it before you get 3 in the key. Ugh. Didn't get the behind the back save in fast enough. It's the lag getting bad. I don't know. We've never had comment lag. Oh, but probably any kind of lag would result in you seeing that sort of play. 7:16 on the clock. 6:12. Yep. We're about a minute behind. That is unfortunate. I should probably read up on how Twitch handles connections, because it does seem to happen more often when I have multiple people watching, but I didn't think that you all were directly connecting to me. I thought that you were connecting to Amazon and they were routing it. There you go. Oh, they don't get stuffed by the rim. Just a Toronto thing, I guess. Our defense has really been on point tonight. He says, as John Stockton rains a shot over him. No! Oh dear. That was Antonio Davis, not Hubert Davis. I got my Davises wrong. Not a mistake one wants to make. Oh! Neither is that. Oof. Alright. Gonna change it up. All timeout. That was not a great lineup. Alright, so Stoudemire. Respert. Murray. Jones. One thing I do like is that it's my 2 power forwards who are number 54. 54 is always my power forward. And Sharon Wright. So one thing that is a little bit unfortunate in terms of the timing here, as you can see, this is game 51 of the season, and we've learned that outcomes are incredibly dependent on the specific 5-man lineup you have in, but because we traded so many people, literally none of the lineups we've used in the season up to this point are still valid. So the next 12 games, we'll be running through all of the lineups with these guys in their natural positions and trying to gather some data. So 6 new lineups per game, and then we'll also reuse the best performing ones. That's why I've been subbing at the 4-minute mark so dutifully. We haven't needed too many of our timeouts in the past, so should be able to keep that streak running. And then we'll have a good foundation of data before we start doing silly things like trying to get people to 100 points, so that when we get to the playoffs, we'll be able to put our best foot forward, not drag things out longer than necessary. Oh, it was a good idea. Didn't work out. That was a nice look. Oh, Stoudemire. No! Too slow. Nope. So far, right has seemed to be somewhat of a non-factor, which is a little disappointing. Rather than in real life, the Raptors gave up both Pinckney and Massenburg for him. I mean, Tracy Murray's been out rebounding him, even though he's taking 3-point shots. So it's a little less than ideal. Nice. Rashford with good penetration. I have to admit, I'm really jealous of those weak side passes that the AI can get away with. Something we certainly cannot, not at this difficulty level. Feels like Murray's been shooting better than that. Was that Karl Malone? Karl, buddy. Oh. The rim. Utah's 6th defender. Shouldn't have moved, should have tried to take the charge. Muggs is on our team and we're shooting in threes. Nice putback, Pinckney. Murray's just been cleaning up the boards. By 15 now. Dale Ellis, still player of the half. Good half, thank you, Dortmunder. Only 50% from the field, but a whole lot of threes. So that'll make the difference. Yeah, we're actually out rebounding them, which is kind of a new experience. Which New York Knick won the Heisman Trophy as the nation's top collegiate football player in 1993? Any guesses? Tim Troy, humanitarian and philanthropist, Spitz the Great, Dr. Ambassador Dortmunder. I don't know if any of them won the Heisman Trophy, but they have the Heisman of my heart. Thank you for your support. And speaking of support, please support the Retina Foundation of the Southwest. I do. I'm not affiliated with them other than that I like the work they're doing. They are trying to cure macular degeneration, which is not a pleasant condition to have. So there's a direct support link in my Twitch profile or in the YouTube description if you're watching this from YouTube. No guesses. I believe it's Charlie Ward. All right, so we're now up 15. Means that was a +6. So no lineup is standing out as incredible, but most of them not too bad either. Muggsy Bogues. Coming back in. Hubert Davis. Ellis. Pinkney. And Miller. How many rebounds does Murray have? Only 6? Alright, fair enough. Whoa! It's easy there, Stockton. Oh no, Ellis. A little too fancy with my ball movement there. There you go, Muggsy, take that in. Get past him. Nice! Muggsy Bogues gets his first points as Toronto Raptor, purchased for us by Dr. Ambassador Dortmunder, one of the architects of the deal that brought him to Toronto, and our patron at our Buy a Bucket tier. Ah! Ellis! Air horn noises. Excellent. Thank you for bringing your air horn all the way to Utah. Oof. Nope. There you go, Muggsy. And again, that bucket purchased for us by Tim Troy, humanitarian and philanthropist. I thought might be here tonight. I thought he also would turn up for Muggsy's debut. Alas, I have not heard from him yet, at least. But anyway, Mr. Troy, wherever you are. There we go. Tim Troy is the other architect of the Bogues deal. Was not in my original plans, but I'm a man of the people. I'm in the entertainment business. Got to give the people what they want. People want Muggsy Bogues. People shall get Muggsy Bogues. There we go. Ellis found his shot. Thank goodness. I thought maybe it was in the locker room. Left it there at halftime. Did not react quickly enough to stop Hornacek. However, the Jazz decided to just not defend the lane. More points for me, then. So how are you doing, Dortmunder? How have you been? How's life? Nice. Take that in, Miller. Woo. That's good. Went to El Paso last week for work. Good tacos. Sounds like you did Texas correctly. Wait, Texas? Yeah. I assume that's the El Paso you're talking about. Oh, wow. I did not expect to steal the ball. Still not sure why I ran out of bounds. That doesn't seem like a useful strategy, even if you haven't stolen the ball. There it is. Hubert Davis finally hits a three-point shot. Oh, we're actually overtime a little bit. We are up 22. Was it ultimately a +7 lineup, so they were a little over their time. Murdoch, Respert, Murray, Jones, and Davis. Just like Murray earlier, it feels like Hornacek's been doing better than that. I gotta tell you, it has been. It might not have felt like it, but it has really opened things up for me to have enough three-point shooters to have 2 3-point threats on the court at all times. Shoot that, Pinckney. Nicely done. In addition to Ellis and Murray, both Hubert Davis and Sean Respert are good outside shooters. Nice. Antonio Davis. That's what I need, more scoring options, because that's where I struggled. It's true. It's been a challenge, but we've persevered. I mean, there have been games that we haven't broken 100 until the fourth quarter. Oof. Just going for the steal, and then I remembered it was John Stockton. Sad that was not a winning battle. Murdoch with the nice feed, and I did not capitalize on it. Oh, there we go. Nice unselfish play. Big steal indeed, Dortmunder. I believe we may have found our lineup. These guys are looking like the winners. Oh! Well, may have spoken too soon. Alright, I'm out. Oh, we're look for that. Alright, Respert. See how much range you got. Oh, not quite enough. So we're up 27. Starting to pull away with it. I guess it's Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward. There you go. That's a lot of text. I'm not going to read that all. He won a lot of football awards. Quarterback for Florida State. Alright, so we are up 27. And going into that moment, we were up 22. So that is a +7 lineup. However, in the smallest amount of play time. So we'll let these guys stay for the first half of the fourth, and then we'll let one of our other +7 lineups come back in. There you go, Antonio. Nice look. Oof, bad pass. Thought I could sneak it through. Hubris. Who do I think I am? LeBron James? Nope. Nice rebound, Davis. Terrible hook shot, Davis. More great ball movement by the Jazz. Ugh. More terrible ball movement by me. Oh. Great stuff. Transition 3 by Murray. Rashford's got to calm down. Oof. It's a nice follow-up by Carr. I didn't see who that actually was. Nice give and go. Beautiful. Stockton and Malone couldn't have done it better themselves. At least they're certainly not tonight. Come on, Pinkney. You can do it. Back him down. Oh. My foot was on the line. That was foolish of me. This guy's got a few minutes left. Oh! Oh, get that back, somebody. Nice. Nice. Davis with a good shot. Nice little finger roll. Good three by Murray. This has been one of the most balanced victories in terms of lineups that we've had. Usually we have one or two lineups that really dominate, and the rest are kind of middle of the road. Hasn't really happened that way tonight. Kind of, we had one lineup that had a -1, but every other one's been single digits positive. Bogues, Rutherford, Murray, right. Good dish by Wright. Oh. Nice pick off, Pinckney. Pinckney's been having a really solid game tonight. Just happy to still be on the team. Like you said, it's the greatest. Nice, Rustberg. Oh. Whew. Used all that shot clock. It's a nice play by Sharon Wright. I believe those are his first points. So Raptor. Are all the new people on the board? You know, I've been saying Pinckney had a good game, and then I just remembered that Popeye Jones' number is also 54. So I honestly don't even remember who's in right now. Davis has scored, Bogues has scored, Rustberg, both Davises have scored, Rustberg, Bogues, and Wright. So yeah, crediting Pinckney when he doesn't deserve it. Let's see, who's in now? Oh, never mind, that's Jones. It's been Jones this whole quarter. So yeah, you're probably right. Bugsy Bogues. That's classic Pinckney. You don't even know if he's on the floor. Well, going into tonight, he had the second best plus-minus average for the season. Yes, Muggsy! Take the shot. Yes! Here's a stat that I was happy with. In the fourth quarter of last night's game, we ran a lineup that was consisted of all people who were leaving. They all ended up having positive contribution as their last outing as Raptors. PM stats don't impress. Spit's the greatest. He watches him play. It's our comic relief. Whole season off of one full court shot. Yeah, there's something to be said for that. Maybe I am over optimizing. There you go, not Pinckney. I'm happy with our moves. Solid performances out of almost everybody tonight. Player of the game, Tracy Murray. Surprise, good game. New guy you never doubted would make that shot. Pinckney would have bricked. Could have bricked. Fair enough. There we go. 33 steals. That is a pretty solid number. Westbrook double digits. LS 39 as well. Go. Rook didn't get on the board. Who else? Stoudemire didn't get on the board. They didn't take anything either. I don't think we got to the line. Offensive rebounds, not a lot. 5 defensive rebounds for Tracy Murray. 5 blocks for Sean Rustberg. And Muggsy Bogues gets a blocked shot. Continuing the proud point guard tradition. But Stoudemire was kind of a non-factor tonight. 7 steals for Popeye Jones. Of course, 3 fouls for Rustberg. Take a look at the other side. Yeah, Malone had a much bigger game than last time. He and Stockton combining for 52. Hornacek in double figures as well. Oh yeah, was that Karl Malone earlier who shot the 3? It was. They had Karl Malone take a 3-point shot when he didn't have to. I won't pretend to understand that. What was Jerry Sloan thinking? Was it Jerry Sloan? Now I'm second guessing myself. Forgetting what state El Paso's in. Forgetting who coached the Jazz. So by quarter, I think we were fairly consistent. No, I'm wrong. Second quarter was much worse. Not from 3, but overall. Let's take a little look. Pinckney 2 for 2. There you go. And you doubted him. Spit's the greatest. Hubert Davis not off to the best start. Of course, Murdoch I made him shoot threes, and that's not really his strong point. Muggsy, 60%. His first game. And then Popeye Jones, 4 for 4. 4 of those shots I thought were pinky. I will give that a little save. And going from Salt Lake City to Phoenix. Actually, I'm going to get out of here real quick because I do not exit. I'm curious now. We've got that extra star. I want to see where numerically we rate. I do believe that when you change the lineup, even within the season, it changes it overall. Oh no, it doesn't. That's cool. Whoops. Wrong button there, but I will deal with that later. It's not your problem. Muggsy, 200-point game by end of season. Well, we did get Dale Ellis to 150, just barely, on 8-minute quarters. Muggsy's not a 3-point shooter, so I don't know that I'll be able to do that, but he's definitely going to 100. We have the Hornets coming up again later this season. Take them there. Thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Have a great weekend. We'll be back next week, as shown, that game against Phoenix, and then we play in Popeye Jones' old team, so we'll see Jimmy King again at Reunion Arena. How appropriate. On Tuesday. Thanks so much. I'm Nostalgia Goggles for 3. Have a great night.